So Melissa from Minnesota is on her way back to Minnesota. She flew in here a few days ago. I picked her up at Newark Airport, brought her directly to the shop because she was dying to see her mini-me. So she loved it, adorable. I gave her a good part of two and a half days of orientation on all the systems, and we kept repeating over and over. She is a newbie at this van life. She's been a tent camper all her life, and she's a traveler. She knows what she's doing in that sense, but as far as running a van and understanding inverters and switches and that type of thing. So we spent some time together, and she also traveled around. She spent a few days and nights locally. She went to a couple of campgrounds around here. She went down to Cape May, which is a cute little town in southern Jersey. She spent some time in a winery down there. She said it lived great. She loved it. It fits her perfectly. All the systems are intuitive. They're easy to reach and get to, and she had a ball. She said she slept very well her first 2 nights, and she's on her way back to Minnesota now. So I had to say goodbye to that mini-me. It's always a problem when I got to say goodbye to one of these projects. So now we're hitting these Ford Transits hard. We are going to be working nonstop on these Ford Transits without distraction or interruption. I even bought 2 more whiteboards to stay even more organized. These babies are going to be out of here by the end of September. Yeah. Some of these boards are nice. Some of them are not so nice. We're going back to the lumberyard. Now this is better. Much better. We were able to hand pick our boards this time. This is Douglas fir tongue and groove, 5/8. Rather than make my own tongue and groove, I've decided to buy it. This is going to be running down the center of the van. Both of the Ford Transit vans. This is a nice maneuver on the ceiling because I've got those nice heavy support structures going down the center of the van to hold the air conditioner and the solar panels and whatnot. I did a video on that in the past. So these tongue and groove boards, we're going to do a nice wash. It's going to be a rustic whitewashed feel. We're using Rubio Monocoat. So while it does look rustic and weather worn, it's a very high quality product. Rubio Monaco is some good stuff. And then we're going to seal it up with some Bona. That's actually a floor coating, but we use it on our ceilings. We use it in a few different places for a really nice protective finish, really strong protective finish. So the 2 Fords I have in now, this is going to be the move right down the center. It's going to be all tongue and groove whitewash, and then we'll do vinyl, padded vinyl ceiling panels on the sides, and which those are also still removable. So we can get up there and edit at a later date if we want to run wires, fresh wires. There's a design feature in this rear trunk of the Mini-Me that I neglected to mention in the big video I did in the park. This is a 2-tiered storage box. There's a shelf box here and there's a shelf box down here, right? So you can store all kinds of stuff in there. But you do have an option. That was camping chairs, tables, and the Shore power cord. The floor in this upper cubby box can hinge up out of the way so you can store taller items, go all the way down through the box, such as the moonshade and all of your camping chairs and tables. The way we cut this thing, it's an ABS plastic shelf, very durable, you can't hurt it. But you can just hinge it up out of the way, so to speak. Just flip it up and you can put stuff in there. So you can use it as a short cubby or as a long cubby. Here's Lightfoot. We peeled everything out of her. The windows are in. It's wired up. we're ready to start putting finished skins and finished storage in there. Ron's working on some boards here where he's going to be making some black laminate shelving units for Lightfoot. I'm returning that, it was useless. Down this first lane, between the vans, down at the end here is where I keep some of my electrical stuff. I put it up on the wall. Barry did this for me, and it helps me to see what I need to order and what I have in stock. Lugs, breakers, bus bars. We've got some wire spools down here. And this table is where we may lay down some drawer faces if we are finishing them with oils. Here's some inverters. Here's some custom gray tanks for the Ford vans. And as I pass by the plywood rack, the lumber rack, you know about that. We've got a new addition, a Festool chop saw. Little by little, I'm going to add better tools to the shop as we need them to speed up the process and improve the quality. These are the boards we're putting in the ceiling of the Ford vans, tongue and groove, right down the center. White boards for organization. Here's Yvonne and Danny's van, same thing, picking it all apart so we can start skinning it. It's all wired and ready to go. Here's the little, whoa, wait a minute. See this? That's a digital scale, 70-pound limit. I'm going to do some video series where we discuss the differences between 80/20 and plywood and stick framing. We'll see what the differences are, the benefits, the pros, the cons, in terms of weight to strength ratios. It sounds very complicated. Here's a BMS for the Lithionics batteries and an Isotemp water heater. This is Mini-Me #1. She's sleeping right now, and she's waiting for her owner to come from Tennessee to pick her up. This used to be the nut bucket station. Now the nut bucket has grown to 4 racks, double-sided. And to be honest, we need more. Here's our roller skates so we can roll the vans around inside the shop. Here's all my old tungsten lights that I have yet to use in any of my videos, but I can't get rid of them. They're precious to me. Here's some 80/20. This is for a new project that's starting late summer, and boy, are you gonna be thrilled to see that. Yvonne and Danny's van, they're waiting in Florida. Here's some wire spools. This is a little plumbing station where I keep all my opener fittings. And again, I can keep an eyeball on these things to make sure I don't run out. Vinyl, insulation, Thinsulate. I've got some components, items that are going to be put up for sale. Some of the owners purchased some things we didn't use, and some things brand new we changed our mind on. Here's my lights, my beloved tungsten lights from Hole Richardson. I can't get rid of them. I've yet to use them on any of these videos, but I can't get rid of them. They've got to be 40 years old.